Hello, everyone. So, today we're going to be talking about the Harry Potter controversy with American Girl. I decided to do this as its own separate video because this has been a pretty heated controversy. The thing about this is that American Girl has been making Harry Potter stuff for a couple years now, and in the beginning, when it came out, there was a huge controversy about whether or not this promoted anti-trans ideology, because the writer says that if you buy J.K. Rowling, as I should say, says that if you buy her merch, you are supporting anti-trans ideology. Um, so a lot of people can separate a book from the writer, but not everyone can do that. A lot of people think that if you support a book or support a certain merch, you're supporting the writer. And some people think that you can be a fan of something without supporting the writer, but I don't know. I don't really know how you guys feel about that. Like, can you be a fan of something and not like the writer's point of view? It's a little difficult because there are some fandoms that I'm in where the writers are a bit toxic, so I can kind of understand that. Um, it's just like sometimes the writers can be a little bit toxic, but the work can be actually pretty good. So I can kind of get where people are getting at. Um, but it's kind of sad when the writer is kind of toxic and you have to wonder, um, is this actually a good thing to support or not? Because the writer's a bit toxic about their point of view. Now, basically, what she says is that trans women are not women. You know, that's her point of view, not mine. And then she says that, she's just not, she's not on board with the whole trans thing. And another controversy that is very similar to this is the Jelly Belly LOL Surprise controversy. Now, this one I don't think blew up as much, but the Jelly Belly LOL Surprise controversy is almost the same thing. Jelly Belly basically was giving money to anti-trans organizations, and LOL Surprise or MGA partnered with them. So a lot of people did not really say anything about that, but it's basically almost the same thing. Like, are you going to support um, Mini Sweets Series 2 um, when um, when Jelly Belly is transphobic? Like, a lot of people did not realize that Jelly Belly was transphobic, I don't think, or they didn't care. I think that a lot of cisgender people do not care too much about trans issues because they will openly buy these types of things without thinking about the consequences it could have on transgender people. But yeah, um, I think that's something that people do not think about. They do not think about supporting transphobic things can have an impact on our society. But yeah, um, it really depends on if you can separate like the two things. Like, can you can you justify your enjoyment of these things, or is this something that you have to give up? Um, I have not purchased Harry Potter merch in a very long time, but I was buying the Mini Sweet Series too. So yeah, because I wanted the different dolls, and I did end up with quite a few Jelly Belly ones. But that was not intentional because they are blind bags and you cannot choose. So if I could choose, I probably would just avoid those ones. Um, but you could not choose what you were getting, so that was kind of like a downside there. And I did not buy the 3-pack of Jelly Belly dolls. I did not buy that, so at least I avoided that one. But I did not on purpose buy any Jelly Belly dolls. It was just all blind bags. So I did not on purpose buy any Jelly Belly dolls, but I do have some just because they were blind bags and I could not control what I was getting. As far as Harry Potter merch, I have not bought any Harry Potter merch on purpose or accidentally. So not recently anyway. In the past I've bought it, but that was before J.K. Rowling came out with this whole anti-trans thing. It's pretty recent, so it's not like this has been a thing that's been around since the beginning. It's not like she's been anti-trans since the beginning, or this has been known to everyone since the beginning. So it's not like people that grew up with Harry Potter always knew that she was anti-trans. No. This came out pretty recently, so if you're a fan of Harry Potter, I wouldn't feel bad about not knowing about this because this came out pretty recently in the last couple years. So it has affected sales in general, but it hasn't really affected things so badly that they've stopped production on Harry Potter stuff. They're still making a lot of it. They're still making a lot of it. They're still making a huge profit, and she's still getting money for it. So if you buy any of the merch or the books now, she's still making money on it. So that's something to keep in mind. Even if you can separate the writer from the work, you're still giving her money if you buy any of that stuff. So, and you're still telling society that you possibly support anti-trans ideology. Just saying. Um, I'm not saying that you 100% support it, but I'm saying that there's a chance that you support it if you're buying these types of things on purpose. So I tend to just avoid anything like that. I don't even watch, I'm not even going to watch the new Harry Potter series. I'm not going to even watch it because I don't want them to get any kind of ad revenue or anything like that. I used to be a big fan, but the whole anti-trans thing is making me very uncomfortable. I've had two transgender friends that I've been friends with for like over 10 years now. It's an online friendship, but it's been over 10 years. So I feel like I have some loyalty um, towards him and her about this. So it's a trans man and a trans woman. So I'm using him and her. But I feel like I should have some sort of loyalty towards them about this situation. So this is kind of why I wanted to make this video, to kind of make it like um, what the anti-trans controversies in the doll community are, because there's been two of them, but one of them did not get a lot of press. So I did want to mention that the Jelly Belly one did not get a lot of press. I was like the only one talking about it on my old channel. I was like the only one talking about it, and everybody thought it was nuts. But I was like the only one talking about it. But yeah, um, on my old channel, I was like the only one talking about this Jelly Belly controversy. But I will see you guys next time. Bye now.